Alright, so it's time to install the all-new LED steering wheel in the Audi R8. However, I think I'm going to run this as a bit of a how-to video now, as we're going to be shooting it anyway, so I'm going to take you through the steps of how to do it and what we do to carry it out. Show you the original steering wheel. Alright, so if you're ever in the market for a custom LED steering wheel, we got ours from Premium Bespoke Auto Works, and the quality is nothing short of exceptional. Right, as you'll see with our one, we've got a new airbag cover within, all finished in Alcantara, all gloss black trimming, new gloss black R8 trim for the middle, perforated leather on the sides, Alcantara suede on top and bottom again, and there's the LED panel. The quality of the stitching, white stitching picked by the client, and red carbon paddle shifters. Such a refreshing upgrade from the current steering wheel. So first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to get the battery disconnected so that we can safely work on the steering wheel and disconnect the airbag all as it should. Now, something in particular to remember with the R8s is that the battery is under the front trunk, as it were, which is an electric micro switch on the door panel. So you do not want to shut this bonnet after you disconnect the battery, because you won't be able to get back in. So we're going to leave the bonnet up whilst we carry out the task. Alright, so the battery is disconnected, so we're now going to head into the vehicle and get the airbag and airbag cover off. Now, a little trick I like to do for that task is look at the new steering wheel and see where the caps, so there'll be two little caps on the back side of the steering wheel, and then bolts on this particular model. Some cars like BMWs, they have little spring clips you have to get a flat screwdriver in. It's always good to look at the new steering wheel first, gauge where they are before you start trying to do it on the old steering wheel in the car and not really know what you're looking for. So always scope it out on the new one and then jump in the car and carry it out. I've got to leave the bonnet open so that so I can still get back in to connect the battery, because I'm changing the steering wheel, you see. I'm going to change this out for that new one.
Because that one's...
It's not as nice. The other one's better. The other one's got lights here. Make it go faster.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Right, I've got the battery disconnected. So as I mentioned, I'm now going to be working on the back of the steering wheel, flicking out some little plastic caps. It is, mate, yeah. Riley is giving us some additional commentary. Bless him. So you'll find two T30s on the back of the airbag cover. Just whip them out with a quarter drive ratchet or a screwdriver. Quarter drive ratchet fits really nicely in the space you've got with the clocks there. And simply your airbag comes out. Realign the steering wheel central, as that will assist you when you go to put the new one back on. And then we just want to unplug the airbag and use the same pick that we had from earlier, which we used to get the back caps off the steering wheel. And there is our airbag all removed from the steering wheel, so that we can get to the main bolt to remove the main steering wheel. So we've got the airbag cover off, and we've got a nice big multi-spline in the middle of the steering wheel. We're going to pop that one out. That'll bring the whole steering wheel off, and then we'll be able to put the new one on once we've changed over all these buttons and into the new steering wheel. A close-up of the airbag. Obviously, it was just simply that multi-plug, and those two bolts we removed went into the side of it back here. And we're going to remove these rivets to put on the new cover that we've got finished in Alcantara. But it'll be such an upgrade to the cockpit versus this one. So if you are looking to carry this task out yourself, for the centre bolt, which I think is probably transferable for most Audis, from what we've seen it is, especially across this sort of era of Audi, is you're looking for a size 12 multi-spline bit. Ours is a 1/2 inch drive fitment, and then simply we are looking to undo that bolt. Set myself up back nice and central. Bolt is out. Now simply, steering wheel is off. That is it. That is all it takes to remove an Audi R8 steering wheel and airbag. So we'll take these over to the table. We'll start doing the transfer of the buttons into the new steering wheel, show you the wiring, set the wiring up for the new LED unit, and get it fitted back into the car. Little side-by-side comparison for you. We've got the old wheel on the right and the new wheel on the left. As you can see, pretty night and day difference straight off the bat. And how they look, we've got the chrome finish on the old one. Obviously the new one is going to have the gloss black finish. But the leather looks better, the suede looks better. And you've got these deeper thumb recesses for a better feel, more comfortable drive. So let's get into tearing this one down. So pretty much that just fell out. I gave it a little pull around the back with a pick. We use a plastic trim tool, just use the pick to sort of gauge how tight it was, and it literally fell out, so it was pretty easy to release. We've just got one of the clips holding there, and then we've got our wiring into the buttons here on the back. So as you can see, we've got these bits here that we need to get out. So with a bit of force on the other opposite side to keep that pressure on, you can just sort of start working your way around and they release just like that. Flip that upside down so we know it's the right way, and we're going to simply transfer that straight across. Now because this is a piece off of an R8, ready, snap fit straight in. Lovely fit. There it is. So regarding the LED unit, sorry, we've got two wires, a red and black for ground, red for power. So I'm going to look at, so for black we've got two options. We can either use the ground wiring on the loom itself, or we can just ground it on one of the bolts on the vehicle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a loop end on the ground and simply whip out one of these bolts and ground it straight in there. And then the power one, what we'll do is we're going to snip it into the loom on the vehicle. Right, got the ground wire sorted. Now I'm going to start the timely process of drilling out all the rivets, because I use rivets to hold on the plastic cover to the airbag. So we're going to get all these drilled out, and then we'll be able to put the new cover straight onto the airbag with the same fitment holes, and we'll have to re-rivet it again. It's time to fit the new wheel. Now on the original and obviously the new wheel, you'll see there's a little line at the top of the multi-spline section that lines up with a little line that's engraved into the steering column splines as well, so you can get your lining up nice and perfect with where it was. So now we are ready to put the airbag in. We'll bring the airbag into the car. We'll connect up this power wire for the LED unit into the loom within the airbag that plugs into our main loom plug, that's where it will draw its power from, and then we'll be able to get the airbag, bolt it back in, connect up the battery and check it's all working. Alright, so the plan here is we're going to be cutting the red power lead on the airbag loom. I haven't tested that myself, to be honest, on this particular car, but from previous tests and also research and that, I know that this is the power line, but from other airbags and that, this is always the one you want to go for. So we are going to be cutting it into the red power cable on that and attaching our power for our LED unit. Just going to be using a simple bullet connector, but it's a heat shrink one, so it will leave it with a nice finish. So we will cut it and then join in our new wire in one of the ends, heat shrink that in nice, and then we'll be able to reinstall this as it was before. Alright, so the steering wheel is in, it's all complete, it's all wired up, and we've got the battery connected. I'm going to flip you around and we're going to fire this up. I'm not going to lie, I have already fired it up to make sure it works, and it is mental. So yeah, I will show you this wheel. There we have it. We've got multiple options on the screen that we can go through. We've got revs, speed, another gauge, temperatures, RPM, and we're also able to actually then go into the menus using the other button, and we can do speed tests, lap times, and we can even change the LED colours on the shifters. That is very cool. What a difference.